$5. Oh, heck, this is easy money. You're on. Thank you. I'm out.
Drone is in the air. Man, I love that drone. Whoa. Oh, we wouldn't need a drone if the cameraman was awake, but it is what it is, I guess.
Camera snores, snoring.
Camera snores at it again. Gotta get Graziana down here so I can give her
I know, she has
pickle.
to study for a test. So
I'm gonna send this home with you.
no, keep it. Should have brought it to the convention.
I didn't. I wasn't here.
Come down to earn it. Yeah, come here to earn it. I like that.
Speaking of earning it,
I know you do. You're still kicking yourself in the butt for not buying it.
and that was from one of the specialty vendors, wasn't it? It wasn't from Cleveland Sleeves, was it?
I'll have to figure out. No, it wasn't Cleveland Sleeve.
Yeah.
I know. I was turning, and I'm glad I bought it because I do like it.
You gotta get it while you can get it, Denny. That's
Right,
the lesson I was told.
You were debating that whole weekend.
Yep.
Yep.
All
I
weekend.
debated the one weekend, then the next year we were there. I saw him again. I'm like, yep, I'm buying it this time.
Nudge him. Nudge him. Give him a nudge.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, give him a donut.
Yeah, that's what he needs. There was a block.
There he goes.
Block of cheese he would have woke
Look, look, don't let me eat the pillow. Holy crap. He'll choke. We'll have to pop open this giant bottle of brew. That bottle of brew doesn't look that big. Well, Denny, I did like that angle of Denny.
Oh,
Did you see that? You ever alter that angle? Because Denny looks very happy.
What was that again?
Look, Denny looks very happy to be on TV today. Oh! Thank God that wasn't the angle that when you grabbed that.
How about that big trade in the NFL? Garrett to Bengals? I'm kidding. I don't want him.
You know,
by the time this airs, I'm
He
sure
doesn't
he'd
want
be
to go there
too.
anyway. He wants to go to a winner.
Boy,
Chiefs.
That's a good one. Really?
Yeah,
Jesus. Better come up with a better one than that.
Well, I feel for him. I understand his pain.
And
He's
like,
a great
who
player.
cares?
But guess what? You're under contract, buddy. Stand right
Works out,
cares?
works out better for the Browns, I think.
and you're playing every minute of that contract.
It just doesn't matter. Go Cavs.
I mean the Brook Park Browns?
Brook Park Browns in their new
Go
dome
Cavs.
stadium,
OBB.
sponsored by Tupperware. They're gonna burp at it. Oh, shh.
That's
Well,
one way to
We
get
have a
us.
movie?
That's one way to get us to stop talking.
It's Mr. Donut. Tonight's movie is, I don't remember us showing it.
Steamboat
Are you
Willie.
serious?
I don't remember it. No? Wow. So tonight's movie is a Italian classic.
Set in Mexico, supposedly.
It's set in Mexico, exactly. An Italian classic set in
All the
Mexico
filming was in Italy.
and dubbed in English. So it's a worldwide production. Caltiki, the Immortal monster. Sounds good. You know why I never watched this? Why?
Why?
I always thought it was a Japanese film. You know, I don't like those giant monsters like that. So I always thought it was a Japanese. Today I did, when I was doing the research on it a little bit, I saw it's Italian and it has like a blob in it.
The blob-like creature.
Yeah, I like blobs. So I had to watch it. So I watched it. It was actually not a bad movie.
I remember watching this on Superhost.
Nice? You should be nice.
Your wheels were spinning in that head, wasn't it?
About what?
He said blob.
The blob.
Blob. Why start now being nice? I just like to see the different ways they do a blob. Like we saw the original blob with Steve McQueen. That's the best blob. Whatever that silicone or whatever that stuff was, that's the best.
Yeah, we got it in the basement here.
Yeah, it's blobbing out in all those cracks, right? And it works great. Does that stay pliable?
Blow that blow wobble.
What?
Is he okay?
I don't know.
I sit next to him, didn't
Oh, we got
understand
dub him in English. Tonight's blob though kind of looks like a satiny bag that rolls around.
Why? Thank you.
Are you on the same plane as us? You okay?
No, but I got a satiny bag.
It could be a problem if it's satiny.
Should we try to call Youngstown Nancy again?
Yes.
There you go.
Sure.
Voice
Why
is
not?
spoken.
don't matter.
Let's just go down there and book and just call everybody tonight.
How much does a phone call cost today? It was 50 cents. What is it now?
I don't know.
In the phone booth.
We
How
don't
much
have
it
a
cost
Phone
now?
booth.
Where's the phone booth?
You mean Superman died?
What? All right.
Superman's got to change behind this now.
Yeah, really.
He's like, oh.
That's a good point. Where does he change?
We'll find out in a new movie, maybe. All right, let's go to this.
I don't know.
Let's go to
The
Caltiki.
Adventures of
The Immortal.
Superman.
This is a sacred pyramid in the ancient deserted city of Tikal, 300 miles south of Mexico City. In this dead city there once lived for thousands of years the peaceful and cultured people known to us as the Mayan, a people versed in the science of mathematics and astronomy. But one day, in the year 607 AD, the Mayans immigrated toward the distant and savage north, abandoning the homes and pyramids and temples they had constructed so artfully. Not a single person was left behind, and the city remained deserted. Little by little, the jungle swallowed their streets and buildings, leaving no trace of what had once been a thriving civilization. The scientific expeditions that have attempted to throw light upon the reasons for this migration have never been able to explain it. It was once thought that they had been defeated by an enemy tribe, but what tribe could have been strong enough to defeat the great Mayan people? There exists no indication of any cataclysm of nature that could have forced a whole people to abandon the land on which they had always lived, to build a new kingdom somewhere else. The mystery still exists, and today, the few nomad Indians who cross this area recount how their ancestors fled this land in order to escape the wrath of a vengeful goddess, a goddess who hungered for blood, Caltiki.
Senor Nieto, what is the matter? Where have you been, senor?
His eyes are...
Senor, you are ill.
Nieto.
Didn't he say what happened to Alma back there?
No, nothing.
I can't help thinking they were attacked.
He'll be able to tell us, but at the moment he's in a state of shock. He won't be able to tell us anything now for some time. It's empty. You have a look at it.
They went into the cave near the volcano. It's absolutely deserted down there. Nothing to attack men.
Perhaps it was Nieto. They fought and he killed Alma.
Don't talk nonsense, Bob. Nieto and Alma were the best of friends.
I can visualize the headlines. 2 archaeologists fight to the death in a cave in darkest Mexico.
Stop it, Bob. I must go back to the grotto, Max. Alma may be wounded and waiting for help.
Alma, a ghost, the mummy, it's Caltiki.
Caltiki? But that's a Mayan divinity. Let's go, John.
I'm coming, yes. Tell Ellen to look after him.
Come on. The truck will meet us at the cave.
All right.
I wonder what they'll find out.
I don't know. I feel as if something terrible is happening.
And that's how the Indians feel about it, too. They're all so frightened. I heard them say we should never have come here. That we've awakened evil spirits. You know, Ellen, I'm afraid the Indians are going to abandon us soon.
I'll tell John when he comes back, but you know how he is, stubborn.
Nieto, how is he?
He's still moaning. He keeps talking of someone.
Caltiki.
Yes, Caltiki, and then about Olmar. It scares me.
Caltiki!
You hear? I'd better see if there's a change.
During the eruption the other day. Come here. Look. There are steps. They must have seen this.
The Geiger counter.
Yes, that's right.
The construction is ancient. Do you think there's radiation?
I don't think so, but it's better to check.
Come on, hurry with that thing.
All right there.
Caltiki up there. This must be a Mayan temple then. A great discovery.
Caltiki? Well, that's the name Nieto kept repeating. He found it with Olmar.
Hey, listen. There's a signal. That means there's some radioactivity around here.
It could come from there. Something under the water.
This must be the sacred lake where the high priest, if she asked, brought victims to the goddess.
I only wish I had my underwater equipment.
Maybe Alma fell in there. Isn't that his camera?
Let me see.
I recognize it. That's Alma's camera, isn't it?
Yes, he's never without it.
It's fixed, you see. The shutter's still open.
We must explore the bottom of the lake. We'll go back to camp and then return here with the immersion equipment. Maybe Alma's down there. And we must be sure. All right, come on. How is Nieto?
But the same. The fever's mounting.
I hope we can save the poor man.
Bob has developed the film Olma had in his camera. I think it'll show us something.
All right. You put up the screen and tell my wife.
Right away. All right to begin?
Yes, certainly.
Go on.
Who was running the camera?
The Indian who took them to the mouth of the cave.
Did you question him?
Yes, but he knows nothing. He left them there and then came back.
Poor Alma. Who knows what happened to him?
Look at that. The volcano was still erupting.
There are the steps we were on today.
Alma shot this part.
There, you see? The goddess Caltiki.
What's he found?
It looks like an ancient bracelet.
What's happening? Can you see?
Alma's in some kind of trouble, some danger. They were attacked.
Oh! Oh, no!
Is that all?
That's it.
That noise is driving me mad. I wish we'd never come here. This trip was supposed to be a second honeymoon.
How could I know what it would be like?
You wanted to come on this terrible expedition. Well, I suppose it's all right for you. But I can't stand it any longer. I'm going back to Mexico City tomorrow.
Do whatever you want to, but I'm going to stay. Although I must say I expected my wife to have a little more understanding.
Since we're here, you don't even know I exist.
Of course I do, but I have responsibilities here. You don't realize that. This morning, right here, for example, we made a very important discovery.
An important discovery? What? One man's dead and another one's dying?
That's exactly why we must continue, so that they won't have died for nothing.
What the devil's got into the Indians?
An ancient rite. They'll dance to appease the evil spirits.
A sacred dance, is that it? Come and sing.
No, let me alone.
Huh?
No, wait.
But why? What is it?
You mustn't go there to see this dancing. It brings bad fortune.
Bad fortune to me?
you forgive me if I say I'm sorry about it?
I don't understand.
Excuse me. I happened to overhear you arguing with John. Naturally, his attitude is very unfair.
I thought you were a friend of John's.
But I am. That's the problem, you see. Just as I told him. You can't keep on this way. You are a sensitive woman. You need warmth and care.
If you take my advice, you keep off of this subject, Max.
Very well. I just want to say the door is always open for you.
You're too stupid. Good night.
Not much success.
Must you spy on me?
I didn't think you'd set out to capture that poor little millionaire. Poor man. Do you know what you're aiming at?
You aim any lower? You know what you were doing when I got you, so why don't you just shut up about it?
How do you dare talk to me like this? After your promises, too.
Why promise anything to such a woman? Was I the first? I've got a good memory.
I love you. You make me feel so low. But listen to me now. If you think of dropping me, I love you madly, Max.
You want a husband, so I should marry you. Go get a half-breed. Go out and find one. You know where they are.
Blob and the Blob caretaker, Wes Schenk.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to us. So, how did the Blob come to be in your possession? Or care, should I say?
Make a long story very short. I met the director of the film, Shorty Yeaworth, in 1965. He gave me a tour of the studios. Now, the film was actually shot not too far outside of Philadelphia, in Chester County, Pennsylvania.
I did not know that.
Near Valley Forge.
Okay.
And he gave me a tour of the studios, including several of the sound stages. And towards the end of the tour, he showed me a black 5-gallon can. He says, "Wes, the Blob is in there." I said, "What do you mean the Blob's in there?" He said, the silicone substance we use as the monster is in that can. And he showed it to me. He took the lid off and showed it to me, and I fell in love. I had to have it.
How about that? So it was all that time. Now, so this is when?
1965.
Wow, really?
So I've had it for
a very long
50 years
time.
at this point.
Wow, that's incredible. What exactly is the substance made of?
It is made of industrial silicone.
Okay.
At the time, in the 50s, it was made by Union Carbide.
Okay.
And this came from their West Virginia plant. This is the original shipping container, this 5-gallon can. I have the lid behind the table here. It still has the shipping label on it from Union Carbide to the film studio.
Wow.
So, being the purist I am, it's just easier to keep it in the original shipping container. And
that's great.
Which I decorated shortly after I got the can.
Okay.
But,
wow. That's fantastic. So is it so now and this what we have here, this is
the majority of it.
Okay.
Now, Bart Sloan, who did the special effects, told me that twice over the years that he said the can was only about half full. when it was given to him.
Really? So is it? I mean, I don't want to get in there, but is it? I mean, how did they? What did they have to do in order to work with it? Because it looks like it would just get all over the place.
It's kind of like playing silly putty.
Oh, okay. So it's malleable and movable and formable, but it doesn't really stick.
I'll take a hand.
Oh, there we go. Oh my God! Oh my God! Look at this.
But I have to be careful. I lost a finger last month.
Eating away.
There it is. You can see it's very, very sticky, sticking to my fingers.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm able to preserve it and bring it out because people love to see it. They find it hard to believe that it still exists after all these years.
I know. I did too, to be perfectly honest. I was just like, hey, he's got the blob. How about that?
And I've met some chemists over the years. They say it's going to stay this way indefinitely. Because it's not water soluble,
right.
Nothing in there to dry out. So, you know what I personally find frightening about the blob? It's going to outlive me.
Well worth the wait.
Yeah.
Well worth the technical issues that we face.
Oh.
You know what? This is very strange.
Uh-oh.
How strange is it? Look at. There's room. There's space. You can actually see the color of the couch. I can breathe.
You can even see John Wayne.
There you go, Bill.
Well, it's a big space between those two guys.
It's a little colder,
so
though.
See? A bit colder.
Don't have that heat.
Don't have that body heat.
They would have that body heat for birds.
Hey, look! A little head!
Wow, we got Waynes all over the place.
Yep. Little John.
This ain't Wayne's World, is it?
This must be because
he's there. You fart.
Is there another one? Do we have? There we go.
No,
The sulfur smell.
That was baked potatoes. That was him.
Not me. I don't fart on
Lord
set.
have mercy.
I save it
Where's
for
Bird?
Bird.
Bird! Bird! Help!
Bird! Bird!
Bird!
Bird!
Oh, look, he got a little boner.
Well, Vern made an appearance over the past weekend. And so, you know, it wears him down.
That's right, he was there.
He was there signing his life away.
Did he?
No, I don't think he signed one autograph that weekend.
I signed one, but not on our picture. It was the Ice Agent DVD.
Yeah, that's right. You signed one.
Whoa.
Somebody sought him out for that. So kudos to you. Kudos. Kadoosh.
Speaking of kadooshas, did you guys
Which is better?
No.
Greater Threat or Ice Agent?
Kadoosh.
That's a good one, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, except for
But nobody really
ever seen that.
haven't seen. We know.
Yeah.
Is it in
What's
public
better?
domain?
The ending where I shake his hand or the ending that I cut out?
Greater Threat is Ice.
Ah! Hey, when we do it.
Greater Threat, the trailer. Greater Threat, the movie. Even Greater Threat, Ice Agent.
You can't say Ice Agent now.
And it all started in 1981.
Oh my God!
Yay! Yay!
Sorry.
Yay!
I gotta give him props. He finished it. Damn it!
Yay!
Couple of times.
Yay! Look at us, Stephen the Skeleton's dancing.
Oh, did you guys
Yay.
come up with anything?
No, we did not. We're not
All right,
coming
well,
out with it, and we're not
What's
doing
he
it.
doing back in?
Huh?
Huh?
What?
Huh?
Mr. O'Neill, when does he do back in?
Nobody knows who that
We
is.
should have him on set. We could set him up on a launch pad.
Launch.
He usually comes in town like around Mayish, June-ish, somewhere.
Talk about stuff that concerns the midnight movie. Otherwise, nobody is interested.
Well, it's just a tease, but
What do you have, Mike?
I'm so damn busy at work.
I don't want to hear that crap. Stop right there.
Oh, don't do the high.
Okay, so anyway, okay, fine.
Arm is bent.
You know how the original, you had the original Blob. The reason why I thought about this is because it did say a blob-like creature, so tonight's movie has a
Well,
blob-like
he said a
creature.
blob-like creature.
It's got a blob-like creature.
It's got a blob.
Blah, blah.
It's got a blob-like creature and a creature
Blob, blob.
so it's affected by the
All
blob.
right, so you had the original Blob,
The original.
which we all loved and adored,
We all love and adore it.
and then they remade it kind of, and we actually showed it at one of our events, which I thought was a pretty well done remake. It's pretty cool.
In the 80s.
Yeah. Then you have the original Thing from Another World.
I think we did this already, but anyway, go ahead.
They kind of, not
never
really.
stopped
Then
us
they remade
before.
it.
Stop right there. Yes.
John Carpenter, my all-time favorite movie. So if they were going to do
All-time.
another remake, would you have them? What would you rather see? Another updated remake of The Blob, or another updated remake of The Thing?
I want
What
to see.
tickles your? No, you don't answer. This is a tease. But what tickles your fancy?
Tell me I can't even answer.
No, you can't.
That's
not how we do face
I
off.
was just going to say what I'd rather see. I
At
wasn't
my
giving you
age,
an
I
answer.
don't think you want to be.
I want
That's kind of your answer, though.
Like Alien versus Predator. I want to see Blob versus the Thing. That'd be a good movie.
No, it wouldn't. That's horrible.
No, that'd be
How
good.
would they do that?
I don't know.
What about the Blob versus
No,
the Fog?
because Alien vs. Predator was horrible too. What?
Blob versus the Fog.
Yeah.
What?
The Blob versus the Fog, and it would get lost. It couldn't be able to find its way.
Thank
With
the
Marshall,
Lord that
Will,
you
and
guys
Holly.
didn't come up with one.
End
Yeah.
up with Marshall, Will, and Holly.
The Blob would escape from New York.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Raiders of the Lost Blob. Where Indy Jones has got to find the treasure, and it's protected by the Blob.
How about They Live? But there's a Blob and Roddy Piper.
The Blob lives. And they do an animated CGI Roddy Piper. What do you think?
Debbie does the
I'm
Blob.
chewing bubble gum
I
and
hate to say
kicking
this,
butt.
but this is the Malcolm Heads.
He said it. You did say it. How about we go back to Caltiki?
So when they're driving down the road, are they in Christine?
Yeah.
Hey, Christina!
They're in that. I forgot that one. Hey, Hey, Christina.
It's time that you tell me. It's time that you tell me.
John. John,
Yes, dear.
can you forgive me?
Will you forgive me? We're like everybody else. No matter. Arguments sometimes happen in a marriage because we're both nervous and impatient.
You see that it's all my fault. I'm a silly girl. You knew that before you married me.
And me? All the sciences aren't worth your little finger. I'll be different. Tomorrow I must go to the cave again. But I want you and Linda to return to Mexico City first thing in the morning.
You really mean that?
Yes, dear, you must.
And the oxygen tank.
It's right here.
We're all ready. Better watch that, old girl. If there's trouble, I've got protection. Be careful.
There's a treasure at the bottom of the lake. It's absolutely fabulous. We'll all be rich. We'll be millionaires.
These must be the jewels of the pre-Columbians. 500,000 people lost to history. Thousands of people must be buried down there, all fitted out with gold. It's like a dream.
And Ulmer? Not a trace of poor Ulmer. But I've still got oxygen, so I better go down again.
No, I don't think so. It's better not to take any more risks.
But I don't mind risks when I can bring this stuff up. Think of the future.
Bob is right. All right, but just be quick. I want to look about for Ulmer.
I'll be right back.
You'll be all right. We'll get you to a doctor. Hey, you, come over here quickly. Don't touch his arm. It's dangerous.
He's lucky. If you'd waited an hour longer, we wouldn't have been able to do anything for him.
He was brought here to Mexico City as quickly as possible.
This case has no precedent in the history of medicine. An unknown substance has been eating away all the vital tissues of his arm.
I understand. Anyway, is there a hope of saving him?
I hope so. You see, we must first determine just what this is, and we must start making complete tests of the substance right away.
What you tell me is completely fantastic.
Yet, if your hypothesis is correct, it's extraordinary. Oh, there it is. Take a look, Professor Fielding.
It still appears to be an unknown organism, some fragment of an animal. A creature made up of one complete cell.
I must say that I agree with you. But do you realize the importance to biology? Out of the dim past comes a strange animal, which is a unicellular organism.
What I'm not sure about is why an organism took more than 1,000 years to develop into a monster like this. Can we establish how old it is?
Certainly. Come with me.
Thank you.
This apparatus is the result of 20 years of research. It's an electric brain that utilizes an isotope more powerful than any yet known. It can reveal the age of any living matter. In a few seconds, we'll know in exactly which era this specimen came into being.
It's amazing.
You take the readings, if you please.
3, 6, 9, 10, 11. It isn't possible. It's never gone as high as this. Not on anything alive. 14, 15. Professor.
No, it's gone for 15.
There can't be any mistake. This fragment, this specimen. And we've never made a mistake in our calculations. It's 20 million years old.
Good day to you, gentlemen. Our expedition had one purpose: to throw some light on the reasons for the disappearance of the early Mayan civilization. During our research, we came across the mysterious creature that the newspapers are making so much of. Their claims are somewhat exorbitant. I must admit to you, gentlemen, they exaggerate in principle. The questions arisen about whether this creature is really from a prehistoric era in time. We believe that it is. But first of all, there's another thing. I want to call your attention to a Mayan inscription photographed by us in the cave at Tikal. It reads, "Caltiki is one, the only immortal god. And when her mate appears in the sky, the power of Caltiki will destroy the world." This description coincides with our specimen. Caltiki is one. The specimen is a unicellular being. The specimen is ageless, just as Caltiki says. It's impossible to believe, yet the symbols match. You can believe what you like. Caltiki's been reborn.
Ellen? Go to Papa.
Daddy!
There she is. Have you been a good girl today?
Yes, Mama gave me a teddy bear.
Is that so? Show me the teddy.
I can't. He's sleeping now. He's tired.
No, leave that alone. Here's your mother.
Come, Jenny. Time to go to sleep.
You go and see Teddy, hmm? Listen, don't let Jenny into my laboratory.
Why?
No, please. Nobody's to enter the lab.
All right. Take her, Maria.
Night.
Good night, darling. What's that?
It's a piece of the monster that took Max's arm off.
Why do you keep it? Why don't you destroy it?
I have to keep it under observation. I analyze it with the professor, but we don't know much about it yet. What's made it live when nature kills all other forms of life? Why is it able to reinforce itself and its strength by killing only human beings? If I can only answer that, I may be able to add something to biology and medicine.
What's happening to Max?
He's very ill. I plan to help him by studying this. I certainly hope we can save him. But it's the only hope there is.
You mustn't worry. Everything will be all right. How's Max?
He's been conscious all day, but I don't understand it. He's been in agony all day long. Whenever I go in, I wait there, and nothing. And the operation, the way his arm looks, it's just horrible.
Well, now, I want you to come and stay with us.
Thank you.
You'll feel better with us until Max is ready to come home. Come along.
Hello, Max. How are you feeling now? Tell me.
How's Nieto?
Oh, he's fine. I just heard. He's coming to work again, just as soon as the doctor will let him out.
What a lousy liar you are. He's dead, isn't he?
Yes. But you're not going to die, Max. You're going to pull through.
Have you seen my arm, my face? You think it's going to be easy to cure it?
Max, take it easy, Max. We have great hope.
Take it easy. I'm about to die, John, and science can do nothing. Were you mad to go into that cave? Now we shall have to pay for it, all right. All of us. All of us.
Now you stay calm and
Goodbye
take this.
now.
It's good for you.
No.
Oh, there you are, Doctor. Well, what's your diagnosis?
It's something we don't know about yet, Professor Fielding. And medicine hasn't found any remedy for these symptoms. That's why the diagnosis of the case is so difficult.
I understand.
It seems a third-degree burn to look at it, but it is not a third-degree burn. Because the tissues have become, they're destroyed.
You mean mummified?
Yes, mummified. Rapidly, you see. We can't catch up to stop it. I must say that the case is incredible.
Yes, I'm sure you're right, Doctor. I wouldn't believe it myself if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
And it's developing.
How?
It's evident to me that sooner or later the poison will enter the bloodstream.
And then?
Once it does that, it will certainly reach the brain. Well,
you telephone Dr. Mendez and say the operating room is ready.
Years ago by this one case. A cell developing differently from the others. The amoeba we know has a similar structure to the being in the cave. Primitive monocellular beings developed by combining with others just like them. But this cell might have grown, becoming gigantic, without combining with any other cell. But what biological force could have caused this abnormal development? Oh, Ellen.
John, dear, it's late.
Is it?
It's 3 o'clock. You ought to get some rest, my dear.
I'm all right. I'll do this paper before I go to bed, or else I know I won't get any sleep tonight.
Would you explain it?
I see it biologically, except I haven't been able to find out why this thing destroys any living organism it comes in contact with. I must find a cure for Max. I can't stop now. The doctor told me he found Max might be going mad. I've got to find out why. I mustn't abandon my friend.
I'm sure you'll see that he's all right.
Thanks, dear. You know how much I love you. I miss not being with you and Jenny, but I must.
Yes, I see.
perhaps. Why not? It could be the answer.
All right, let's go.
Okay, we're
gonna start off with somebody in our own ilk.
Remember, it's just one-word answers, and we're out of
Excuse
here.
me, Professor. May we have a quick word with you for a second? Now, we're from the Midnight Movie. It's
very quick.
We're walking around doing some man-on-the-street interviews, and we have a question.
Okay.
Now, you're familiar with Big Chuck, right?
Yeah, Big Chuck.
What is your favorite all-time Big Chuck and Lil John and Hoolihan skit?
It's Who Stole the Kishka, right? That's when they talk about the song, and then they did skits to it, and so any Who Stole the Kishka skit was a great skit.
Okay. Can you do a little dance with me? Who stole the Kishka? Who stole the Kishka? Who stole the Kishka? How did it end?
I don't know.
Who stole the Kishka?
What's your favorite skit? You should know how it ended.
Yeah. All right.
Do you have a favorite skit? And if you do, what is it?
I do not.
He doesn't have a favorite skit. Well,
okay.
Favorite Big Chuck, Lil John, Hoolihan, whatever from the past. Favorite skit?
It has to be the pizza fight with the dog. I think we were talking about the other day the disco, the certain ethnic disco. I think when he gets on there.
Sunday Night Chills, I think.
Yeah. Those would be my main two. But there's nothing like the pizza fight with Mushmouth Pachetti going up against the German Shepherd. That's a classic.
Do you have a favorite skit?
The one where the Superhost was involved in Chuck turned into not Chuck. Yeah, it was Chuck. Chuck turned into Superhost instead of Soul Man because he bought the off-price soul pills.
I don't know if I saw that one. I want to see that one now.
I mean, they're all good, but to pinpoint one, that's really on top.
There's so many when somebody comes up to you out of the blue, and you're like,
I know you have like all these things.
Look at the Rolodex of it's like, oh, which one, But yeah, Junk Food Junkie's really good, and then all the underlying jokes.
Do you have a favorite Big Chuck, Lil John, Hoolihan, blah, 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 blah skit?
Not right off the top of my head, but I can tell you, it's definitely a staple of Cleveland and Northeast Ohio. I mean, that every night, being young to teenage years, if you're watching late night TV, you know who Big Chuck Lil John is. So, and I think it speaks volumes of just how much the community of Ohio, Northeast Ohio and Cleveland just love him. So.
Do I have a favorite Big Chuck skit? It's got to, oh man, there's so many. Definitely when Lil John was in Ben Crazy's office as Mario, jumping over the stuff in the office, you know what I'm talking about?
Super Mario.
Okay.
When he's walking with Mario,
yes,
yeah.
he did
I
Super
just saw that
Mario.
one.
Oh my gosh.
I know it's hard when you.
Well, and maybe you guys can help me out because for the life of me, I cannot remember the name of the company that Big Chuck did the commercial for where he's on the ladder and he falls. Was it a window company or a roof company?
Was that
the ladder falls backwards and then it cuts to obviously it's just the clothes and they're empty. There's so many. How can you? It's like how do you pick just one? You can't.
The only ones that I vaguely remember, there was one where I guess they showed this guy breaking into a safe or something like that, and instead of using his fingers, he used his feet for prints and said to leave the prints instead.
I remember that.
Yeah, that's good. See,
All right,
how about
that's
you?
a good one. All right.
You don't remember.
That's before my time.
Before his time. Okay.
Hey, we have a quick question. We're just going around. We're making this quick. All right. With you, I know it's a tall task, but in honor of Big Chuck and Lil John and all that, favorite skit?
I like the one they showed on the special last night with King running through the snow to come and save the Kobasi kid.
Yes.
I loved that one. And I also loved when Lil John was going to ring the gong and missed the center mark. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah, so that's it. And we love Chuck. We're going to miss him. I don't want to give the impression that Chuck and I were tight and really good friends, but over the years he had been a good friend. And yeah, what am I thinking? My favorite Big Chuck sketches?
There we go.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
They would be the Sam Marlowe mysteries because I was in them. A lot of them.
I was sitting there thinking
I don't
about
even
that.
remember how many of those Sam Marlowe mysteries I did. But it was quite a few. Yeah, that's right. What was I thinking? I had to mention the
the Sam Marlowe Minute Mysteries, and we'll always have Parma.
Yeah.
What about you, Kunita?
I think I like the skit that he did with Ghoulardi, where Ghoulardi hits him with the baseball, and then he starts pouting because Ghoulardi hurt his arm. I like that one.
Oh, I love the one where the bank robbers with the pantyhose. That one. I love that one.
Favorite Big Chuck skit?
The handsome debonair downstairs neighbor Jerry Kriegel.
There you go. Another Ghoulardi Parma place, right? How about you?
I can't think of one offhand. I like the one where they scooted around in the street. They did in still frame, yeah.
Yeah, the chase. Very good. Very good. That's a good choice. That one was hard to do.
Wait.
The chase.
Don't say good choice until.
No, it was.
What did he say?
The chase.
The one where they scooted around.
Yes, that was a good one. How long did
that took? Like
what
a
did John
year
say?
or
Did they say a
something
year or
to
two
do.
or 2 years?
Wore out like pants and all that stuff. That was crazy.
It was handsome debonair downstairs neighbor Jerry Kriegel.
What the hell did you just say?
Parma place.
Yeah.
Handsome downstairs neighbor. He says it real fast. Jerry Kriegel.
Well, slow it down. What is it called?
Handsome debonair downstairs neighbor Jerry Kriegel. Big Chuck played it in Parma Place.
Yeah, Parma place with Ghoulardi, Ernie Anderson.
Oh, okay. That's a while back. Okay.
He was a muckraker.
Okay.
There was a skit with one of the Browns offensive linemen back in the day. That was a good one where he was getting ready, for a date. And I like that one a lot.
So who did the Bionic? That was Superhost. Did the Bionic Woman.
Yeah, that was Superhost.
Yeah, that was
Superhost. Yeah.
They were all good.
Yeah.
How's that?
You're right. You're right. Good
they
answer.
were all
Yeah.
great. But there
We're
it is.
finding that there are so many skits that when you ask somebody, you can't pinpoint one in your mind. It's really weird.
Yeah.
How many shows or how many people do you know have so many, such a big body of work that you can't pinpoint one? It's hard.
Oh yeah, no, there's a lot. I mean, they put out a lot of content, and but it was all funny. And so, yeah, it's hard to pick a favorite because they're all good. They're all good.
Favorite skits?
Microphone on him.
The Kobasi Kid.
Any particular one? Or just in general, any Kobasi?
In general, they were the best. I guess maybe the one with Dick Goddard, where he spelled his name Jim with a G. That was a good one.
I've said this for decades, and I'm going to say it again.
Uh-oh.
All right. Chuck Shadowski was an absolute, true broadcasting legend. Last night when they ran that special, a week after his passing on Channel 8 again, that was 62 years of having a presence on Cleveland television. And with the state of television today, that's not going to be matched or eclipsed ever. That kind of longevity at one station in one market is amazing. He was a legend.
Yeah, you were. Was that during a New Year's show or something? The horn blows at midnight. You started.
The unaired episode.
It aired? What are you talking about?
No.
Not in the YouTube area, right? So I'm gonna tell this joke, and I want you guys to rate it.
Okay, but I just watched it. It was just on the Monster Channel.
Let me tell this joke because they haven't heard it yet. You shut up about it. Okay. So concerns of phones. So two horses, all right? I made this joke up. Two horses are eating out of a trough. Okay? And the one horse sets its head up and says to the other horse, "Hey, looks like the farmer's gonna be selling the farm." And the other horse pops up, "Well, how'd you find that out?" And he goes, "Well, it just popped up in my feed." Shocking, right? That's a good joke.
What the other horse say?
The other horse went, "Nay."
Nay.
That's the laugh.
Nay.
I forgot. You had to have the laugh at the end. Nay. Nay.
You say.
Hey, shout out to everybody that was at the Acronomicon. If I can. Acronomicon.
Yeah, that was a good time. Good time. Shout out to Eddie Deason. That was
Eddie Deason and his.
He's a riot.
Yeah, and two. And shout out to Chris Hahn came over and we did a nice little skit with Chris.
Skit with him.
And all the people that came, all our fans that came to the show and saw us and partook of some of our new merchandise and some of our old merchandise. I had a good time. Shout out from Tim from Akron for helping us out with the Eddie interview because Rocco had to leave. Fun time. A good show for one day show.
Yep.
And hey, those guys from Akron Comic Con, they got a lot of good shows coming up this year. In May, they're having their Vintage Fest, okay? Back in the Medios Party Center, all vintage stuff, clothing, all kinds of stuff like that.
Be there?
So we should be able to get in there when for free. Can't get
We can be there if we want to be. It's entirely up to us.
Okay.
So
Where's it at?
At the Medios, right back at the Medios there. Medios is the place. East 48 East Bath Road in Cuyahoga Fall.
Is vintage or will be vintage?
48th East Bath. Say that by
Hey,
Our
don't make fun
product
of it.
will be vintage.
You're all vintage.
Well,
Hey,
we'll let you know.
Hey.
We'll let you know.
some of us are more vintage.
So we'll have to
than
pull
others,
out the
but that's
old
another story.
episodes. The old shirt.
Yeah. Yep.
The old hat.
All the oldest stuff that we have down in the archives.
Oh
We'll
my
pull it out.
God. The hats look so horrible.
We'll bring them out. But anyways, a shout out. That was a fun time. That was a great time. Thanks for having us out there, guys. From the
That was fun.
For Dan and Jason, they put on a good show.
Dr. Midnight was here.
Dr. Midnight was even there, and we got footage of him wandering around. And I don't think he even got in trouble this time. Nobody even came over and said anything. So,
Well, he did get in trouble at one point, but that's.
Oh, well.
He got a ticket. Yeah, he got a ticket. He got a ticket.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yep. I got a ticket.
You did?
Gorgeous girls gave him a ticket for stalking. Gorgeous girls gave me a ticket.
Wow.
Gave him a ticket. And inappropriate things.
Stop right there.
Inappropriate.
Anyways, what else are we going to talk about to entertain the people at home? Besides just like
We could do
rambling
we
on.
could do the face-off.
Go ahead, do it then.
You know what time it is?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay, here it is. Let's do it with enthusiasm. You want to do it? I want enthusiasm. I want you on your A game.
I'm trying. Worked all day.
I don't want to hear that. I just want
Get
A
off
game.
at 6.
Don't care. A game.
Fly around.
Don't care.
Because I'm the only one that works.
No, I got off at 6 and at the rush around. I've been drive all day. Never mind. We've been through this argument already.
We don't care.
You're Italian, you're not Russian.
We don't care.
Oh, jeez.
Not Roman either.
We'll put that
All
in
right,
the
so
other
tonight's
show.
Well, I don't know what he
Tonight's
wears
movie.
at nighttime.
Caltiki.
What?
Tonight's movie.
Caltiki. Blob-like creature.
Blob-like.
Made me think of the Blob.
Yes.
So, we have a classic original The Blob, which we all love.
We all love that movie.
And they remade it, called The Blob. with
Yeah.
Kevin Dillon and a
They even did a
couple of
sequel to Blob, Son of Blob.
They did, but I don't remember that. So, and it was well done. It was pretty good. It updated with the times. It was good. Then you have the original, The Thing from Another World.
The Thing from Another World.
Which is a classic we all know and love.
Yeah.
And they remade it. John
Love that
Carpenter,
movie.
my all-time favorite movie. The Thing with Kurt Russell.
All time.
Updated. Excellent movie.
They even had a sequel to that,
So
a prequel to
now,
that.
There's a prequel.
Called The Thing.
That's why I said
That's what he said.
that they haven't remade it. Because
And they're
that
supposed
was
to do a
prequel.
sequel, aren't they, to The Thing, I believe.
There's some discussion.
There's
So
some,
I'm saying,
okay,
out of
what are you
those
saying?
two,
Those two.
great flicks that they
Great-
remade,
Gotcha.
if they're going to remake it again, updated and all that, which one would you rather have them do, which would tickle your fancy to see? Is that enough? The Blob?
Yes.
Or The Thing?
Kadoosh, kadoosh.
Rich, go.
I would rather see The Thing redone.
Terry?
That's my answer.
Neither. I don't do remakes whatsoever.
Whoa!
Did somebody break the pink
No,
flamingo?
time out. Time out. Well, I'll come back to you.
Time out on the field.
Denny?
Blah, blah, blah.
Because The Thing is my all-time favorite movie, they would mess it up so bad. So I'm going Blob. That's the only reason why. The only reason why. Because if they remade it, I'd get all excited thinking, get my hopes up, and I bet you it would stink. Unless Carpenter did it, and they brought Kurt Russell back, and they go figure out about Keith David, what happened to his character, do a little closure, kind of, you know what? It could be done. They did in the game.
Mark the book that was under the breath, but I'm
The game.
sure you heard it.
The game was awesome. The game was actually the sequel to, if you really think about it.
The what?
If they made the movie and they made it
Video
like a game, that'd be great.
Talking about video game?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was excellent.
Gotta clarify.
You getting that, Rock?
It was excellent.
Can we
So
play
anyway, whatever. I don't know what the hell show they're having over there. Final answer, the Blob. You said the thing. Go ahead. Why?
Because, I mean, what are you gonna do with the blob? It's a blob, is a blob, is a blob. That's the only reason I like blobs. Because I see how they do the different blobs. But a blob is a blob is a blob. I don't think you can outdo the original blob. Or the sequel to it, the remake did it. That's how you should do a blob. Like
Right.
tonight's
So,
blob.
so
no.
what if they? Okay. Well, whatever.
No more blobs.
Like, okay.
Things. We want more things.
I'm moving on to the one who says no, but I don't do remakes. So you're telling me that John Carpenter's The Thing, which was remade, you just don't do it?
It's not original.
It's not original.
Said you said the Blob.
Yes.
Blob. Blob.
Blob.
That's your answer.
Blob.
That's your explanation.
Yep.
Blob.
Blob.
Rocco.
Blob.
I have to go with the thing because they can't. The Blob is perfect as is. Both of them.
So it's The Thing.
You could always get more things.
Continuing the story, not a remake.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm
We don't know what.
I'm for
Do you have an
continuations.
opinion on this?
I agree with Rocky to continue the story from the beginning because I thought that was a good movie.
But we're not continuing it. We're remaking it.
We don't like remakes. We want continuations.
Then don't remake it. We don't
Okay,
see
so
it again.
kadoosh. If they're gonna continue the story, the Blob or The Thing,
Yeah, I'd like to see more
then I'll
blobs.
say The Thing. Because that if you're gonna continuation.
Well, yeah.
I want to see grandson of Blob. Blob.
Yeah. Blob.
So
I
if
want
it's
to
a
see
continuation.
Vin
Terry,
Diesel.
What's your answer?
Blob.
Blob.
Vin Diesel's gonna be in. It's coming fast and a blobbier.
He's already there.
The Blobbiest.
The blobbiest.
Oh boy.
This is time you're not going to be able to get back, people. So you better go to the movie. Enjoy the movie. We'll try to do better.
Blah, 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 blah.
There is volcanic soil. We found some gamma rays in the cave. Maybe we'll find the source of the creature's energy. Radioactivity. But we can't be sure till we scrutinize it under electronic bombardment. Will you have a Betatron put at my disposal, please?
Bring it over to the Institute. How about tonight?
Thank you. I'll see you tonight. Let's hope there's still time.
Betatron's ready.
The first thing I think about this is, as soon as that reaches a point, the radioaction will appear, and then it will show life.
All right, start the race.
The generator's functioning, Professor. Showing 06 radioactivity. 07.
All right, stop it. Bring it to zero.
Generator radioactivity stopped now.
motion ceases, it's just as you know it. It's absolutely still. But because all those Betatron rays did not destroy it, it not only enlarges, it can multiply itself.
Linda,
Can I help you?
I'm gonna give you an answer. You're so good to a poor sick man.
You mustn't talk like that.
Okay, Linda. Now there's a power in me. Nobody knows exactly how it works because they're all too busy. And they'll pay because they know I own half of everything. All of that gold. And Fielding owes it to me. I want to hurt Ellen. The way she spoke to me, like spitting at me.
You mustn't talk like that, dear. Just rest a while.
She'll be sorry. When I get out of here, you'll see. You'll be hurt too if you tell her. It'll be useless to fight. Because my fate is to bring force into the world. If anybody tries stopping me, they're all so blind.
Linda, you look so tired. Would you like me to make you some coffee?
No, thanks. You mustn't worry about me. Over a half-breed.
Oh, you mustn't talk like that, for pity's sake. Otherwise, we'll have you being ill.
Today scared me. He said awful things, too. They didn't make sense.
You know better than to worry at what he says. We told you Max is very sick.
I know, but it's useless. He won't listen to me. Because he says, ever since he met you, he loved you, Ellen. And I'm nothing to him.
Oh, that's nonsense.
I heard him at the camp, speaking to you. He was after you. He knew what he was doing. You have everything I don't. You're a lady, you're rich. And he knows I'm not.
I have to be very uncharitable, but listen to me. I wanted to speak to you, but Max is no good. He isn't for you. You should leave him.
I can't. Because when he's ill like this, how can I leave him?
Well, he'll get well, and you'll be free. Free to be happy.
Free? To be free without him? I never loved anyone else. I was happy. And when you love someone that way, you know, he'll always be there.
Hello? Yes, it is. This is Mrs. Fielding.
Oh, can you come down here right away, please? To the hospital. It's about Max Gunther.
I see. But couldn't you tell me what it's about?
Ellen, is it Max? He's worse, isn't he?
I see. Very well. We'll be over right away.
It's about Max.
Yes. They want us to come over right away, but the doctor didn't explain.
Now, please, just stay calm.
What's happened? Where's Max? I'm going in there. Where's Max? What happened? Where is he?
We don't know. He's disappeared. We're searching for him.
Who is that girl?
She's married to him, I guess.
Better notify all the patrols. Send out a general alarm. Max Gunther, 36, medium height with blonde hair and blue eyes. Oh, where's he wounded?
The right hand.
Make a note of it. All right, you can go.
Please, let's see your registration.
The inscription read, Caltiki is one, the only immortal god. And there's some truth to that scientifically. But what about her mate coming from the sky? It said in the inscription it would give Caltiki infinite force, and that she would destroy the world.
I just think we're giving too much credit to the scientific mind of the Mayans.
It's so hard to know. The Mayans. They may have known more than us.
Good evening. Are you still talking research to him?
Oh, we've abandoned the higher things. We're reduced to something easier to understand. We're looking for a bridegroom.
Is he difficult to find?
Ah, yes, because he's coming from the sky.
Well, I hope you find him soon, Doctor, because I haven't seen my husband here for dinner for over a week now.
Yes, I know it's been hard on you, but he's been a great help to me.
Good night.
Good night, Doctor. I'll see you tomorrow morning, Fielding, and we'll continue.
Good night. I'd better answer. Hello. This is Fielding speaking.
Who is it, John?
What? Are you sure?
It invaded the laboratory and destroyed the Betatron. It's still growing. We don't know how to stop it. Can you come immediately?
Set fire to it. If necessary, set fire to the whole lab and do it quickly before it's too late. I'll come immediately. I'm sorry.
But, John...
Supposedly in the sky.
How's that, Professor?
I don't know. But I want to make another attempt.
You wish to know if there was a celestial phenomenon in the year 607 AD?
Yes.
Strange you should ask.
It was the year of the Mayan emigration.
Well, science knows there was a comet at Byzantium, recorded by an ancient astronomer. They named the star Arsinoe. The ancients thought it was evil due to the amount of radioactive damage it precipitated at that time.
But look here, wouldn't it augment the radioactive atmosphere here?
If it appeared again, yes. We have so little data. But tomorrow I can let you know more.
Why tomorrow?
Because tonight the sky is exactly the same as in the year 607. In a few hours, that comet will pass close to us.
You mean it's coming, this comet?
Yes, that's why I found your request was so curious. The comet Arsinoe is on its way to us. It circulates this way about every 1,352 years. They're observing it at this moment.
Arsinoe, mate in the sky.
That accounts for the immigration of the mines. Radioactivity augmented the size and the strength of the monster. The zone near the cave was invaded and the people ran away from this terrible thing.
It's the same danger that we're all facing now. We've got to see that those fragments are destroyed tonight. Yes, hello? I want Professor Fielding. Right, 33704.
There's no answer.
But there must be. Ring again.
No answer.
Is there anything wrong with the telephone line?
No answer, sir. I'm sorry.
I must go in my car. I have to get to Fielding. Go to the Betatron. We must destroy every fragment of that monster.
When we finally got here, the Betatron was ruined and the watchman was dead.
Another victim, like Bob and the others. He probably started up the generator, releasing radioactivity without knowing what he was doing. We'll never know now. See that no one touches him, for any reason. It's very dangerous.
The amazing thing is how quickly the size of the fragment developed. Another few minutes and anything could have happened.
I'll see you later.
When her mate appears in the sky, the power of Caltiki will destroy the world.
You to go to bed now, please.
Mama, I saw a bad man here.
Shh, Jenny. Now, if you just go back to sleep, I'm sure everything will be all right.
I saw that man.
You were having a dream. It's better for you to go right to sleep, and Mom will stay with you until you're sleeping soundly. All right? Now go to sleep. You'll be all right.
I apologize. I didn't mean to wake you, Ellen. You know how it is. I couldn't sleep. Food helps me.
I guess I'm too nervous. The child just broke up and said she'd seen a man.
She must have been dreaming.
I suppose so. Good night.
Good night.
For that podcast?
Not one.
No?
No. Hopefully when Triv and Terry get here.
Terry's going to give us
Hey,
oh, there he is now.
Hey, what's up? Not much. What's up?
All right. Hey.
Wait.
What up here.
What? Everywhere you go anymore, you're carrying that briefcase around. You've never opened it.
Yeah.
I said, what's so important? What do you got in that?
It's called being prepared.
Yeah? For what?
I don't... What?
Easy. Sometimes, when it's not a fart.
Makes a lot of sense. Everybody should probably...
It is scary.
Yeah, for him.
Yeah, that's good planning for you. Okay.
So what's the next podcast?
I don't know. We're waiting for Triv to get here, and then we'll figure it out.
And if she talks call. I will. Okay. All right. Hope you're enjoying Caltiki.
I'm enjoying this one.
It's a little throwback to Superhost. My Saturday afternoons eating
Why,
my
did
soup.
he go to Caltech? I don't know, did he?
I'm not used to this. I'm not used to this side so vocal.
Oh.
Because
now it's a four-man show instead of a two-man show as it usually is?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
I'm used to him yelling at us for a couple minutes, and then we have to get Vern to say something.
I haven't had to yell.
You always yell at me.
I haven't had to yell.
I haven't argued.
No bickering today.
Not yet.
There's no bickering.
Oh, no.
All right. One of our longtime viewers, haven't heard from her in a while. She did leave a voicemail with Todd for some reason.
And that aired.
It did air, and when she used to call the hotmail, so we tried to call her, we couldn't get through, so I'm going to try again. Youngstown Nancy, we're trying to reach you. I know you can't really watch the show too much anymore, so we're going to call you
This
one.
is part of our midnight movie.
It aired
wellness
3 shows
check.
ago.
Yeah, you never know. You message us, if we have your number, we might call you back.
Never know.
On the air.
You never know.
What's that number, Rich? While he's calling you.
You mean 440-944-7105? You can call it 24/7. You can drop us a message, let us know how we're doing, things you want done, you know,
Things you don't want
some
done.
compliments. You can get our address from Denny, and you can send us food like we're eating now. Thank you, Ellie and Gary and Mark Pinto.
And Pinto.
The whole Pinto family. And
as we're waiting for the phone to ring,
so if you don't get
one
this
ringy
phone number has
dingy,
been
No, I don't want to put it
disconnected.
on speaker until...
two ringy dingy, 3 ringy dingy.
We might have to travel out there.
I have to leave her another message.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Youngstown Nancy, it's Triv and the rest of the guys from the Midnight Movie.
Hey, Youngstown!
Hi!
We're still trying to get a hold of you. We had your voicemail a while ago. We tried calling you back. We're trying to call you again. So we hope everything's okay. Call me back. Send me a message. Call the hotline, whatever you need to do. But hopefully you're okay, and I'll try calling you again.
Yeah, they'll go the little
Bye-bye.
goats.
Hi, Youngstown. That's an improvement right away over there.
I think you son.
Oh my God.
Well, now things are getting getting sticky. We can't get hold of her. We might have to send our private eye out there to investigate.
Both of them.
Private eyes are watching you.
Well, you know what time it is?
No, what time is it?
Trivia.
Oh.
We're tossing it to the last part, right? Yeah. Yeah. All right, the Blob.
The Blob.
The original Blob.
Oh yeah, 1958.
Was it going to be called the Blob?
No.
Allegedly, possibly, maybe, we don't know for sure, but could be true. Was it going to be called something else?
Yeah, he bit his whip.
What was it going to be called?
Oh yeah, what was it going to be called? It's not going to be called the Blob.
The slime.
You think it was going to be the slime?
The slime.
Shout out to Linda Joe Miller from the Green Slime.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous. I
It's
forgot.
a movie she did.
Yeah. She only did 2, so just saying.
Yeah, I
No.
it's like I knew she was there,
Heaven.
and then you came with the sign stuff, and I'm like, I know she's still there,
But are you still there?
and I didn't take advantage of it.
Have you ever seen a skeleton kicked?
What?
Have you ever seen a skeleton kicked? Ah! He just falls, man. Right to the ground. Oh, his head came off.
I did the same. Boy, did we calculate. No one to blame. No one knew.
I brought you something to eat. Here.
Did you see her?
No, I saw no one. Ellen's in her room. Max, will you listen to me?
What's the matter?
You know that I'm yours. You know that. But you must go away.
Why, you want to turn me in?
No, Max. You're the only thing that matters. We want you to get well.
John, when he finds out what I'm doing?
Oh, Max. John is only trying to help us. Now you don't realize what he's doing. But when you're normal again...
Who's not normal? You think this is madness? Just you dare to say one more word. You'll die for it.
Oh, here you are. Professor Rodriguez went to your house.
He did? Why?
We tried to telephone your house, but there wasn't any answer. We got terrible news at the observatory.
What's it about?
At this moment, they found a comet that's passing very close to the Earth. Its radioactivity augments the atmosphere. It's already reached 08.
My God. The thing in my lab. Get the police. The army. We need flamethrowers, and remember the thing can only be destroyed by fire.
Me. I didn't suspect you were in the house.
You're beautiful tonight.
Max, you're sick. You should be back in bed. The hospital's been calling since you disappeared. We've been so worried about you.
What do I care? Are you revolted by me?
You know that's not true. But you must care about Linda. She loves you so much.
Of course, she helped me. She had to help me. But don't be fooled. I don't need her anymore. Linda's all over with. And you're the woman that I want. And you're mine. You come away with me. The telephone, I pulled the line out. Nobody can help you anymore. Nobody can help you.
Come in here.
You get away.
Give me that pistol. Did you forget your promises to me?
You said it before. That I'm going insane.
No! Max, no! Linda! Linda! Oh, Linda! No!
Now you listen to me.
No!
Get upstairs. Come out, John. Are you afraid? Come out!
It's all right, darling. Here. There, dear. Hold on.
That's very serious. That can get you a sentence of 3 months, senor.
Please, Inspector, listen. I can show you who I am. I'm Professor John Fielding. I was hurrying home because my wife and child are in great danger.
I agree with you. When you're a driver like that.
Actually, you see, Inspector, these monsters have never been seen before. You can't stop me for this. The danger isn't only to my wife and child, Inspector, it's the whole city.
Go on now, take him away. The man's crazy.
Inspector, you must listen to me.
Get him out of here. And if he continues, put him in a cell.
Why don't you
Get him
listen
out of
to me?
here.
You'll be sorry. Do something before it's too late. Let go of me.
Let me out of here! Please! Please let me out!
He's escaping! Stop him!
Oh, don't we shoot! Quick, after it! Eddie! Come on, let's get him! Stop that man! Stop him, someone!
Quiet, Jenny. Stay quiet.
Attention. Commander of the 1st Army speaking. The entire city is in a state of emergency. No one will be permitted to enter the south quarter of the city. The 3rd Tank Battalion, equipped with flamethrowers, have been ordered to move to the scene of the danger. All roads must remain clear for military movements. All civilians are to remain in their homes until further orders. Every precaution has been taken to combat the danger the city faces, and all citizens are urged to remain calm. That is all for now.
Oh, John!
Ellen! Ellen!
John! John, we're here!
I'll be right there!
John, help us!
Inspector, that man was right. The garden in there is full of enormous monsters.
I know. The alarm is out. The army will be here very soon. You call out our men. Tell them to stay out of there. The flamethrowers will be here. Now go ahead.
Yes.
Let's go.
the wall. Situation in hand. I'll finish raising the area immediately. And you'd better recall the soldiers. The emergency is finished. We just have to clean up a bit.
Thank heaven she's asleep again. John, let's get away from here.
Now it'll be all right. Don't be afraid, Ellen. Caltiki is destroyed forever.
He's back. He's
Why
ready.
They had different material than the body.
I don't know. It was super hard plastic and it's super cheap plastic. And then he's gonna do a stunt. We're up for all you stuntmen. Ah! Oh! Stunt skeletons. He's back. Look, you cannot keep a good skeleton down. Look at that. He's like the Chuck Norris of skeletons.
Stop it!
Stop it, you guys! You sit there and behave. Put that foot out like that. All right. Let's make this. Let's whip it up a notch for the end of this show.
Should we whip it good?
Whip it. Whip it good. Wake him up because he's slouching.
I was all right.
Give him a sugar injection.
I'm looking at him like, is he okay?
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Some noisemakers. That's what we need.
No! Everything's falling down. Holy crap!
Wow, this place is starting to really fall apart like the Midnay's Mayhem set. Yeah, you got a hard hat on over there. Oh, jeez. Oh, we're throwing stuff, are we?
Oh.
Where's that microphone stand?
Yeah.
That's what ended it all. This thing kind of looks like from the next movie we're going to show, the Brain Eaters. Looks like a brain eater had some antennas, and they go, woof!
You okay over there? You got me a little worried.
Yes, and now he's...
Serious, you alright?
Whoa, he's...
Huh?
Better get the book.
Okay.
Where's the oxygen mask?
Blah. Blah.
You're sitting like this earlier. Now you're standing like this.
Yeah.
You sure you're right?
Blah, yeah.
Denny, bend over. I'm gonna give you a test.
Take off your watch first.
Oh, I don't want to lose my watch. This is what the guy's arm looked like in the movie tonight. After Caltiki got hold of it.
Caltiki?
And he was like, ah!
Caltiki was from Caltiki.
It had some pretty good special effects for 1959 in this movie tonight. I mean, the guy's hand, that thing looked nasty, and then they had I don't know, they cut it off or what? It was wrapped up later. I don't know. And drove one guy crazy.
Maybe they bandaged it.
One guy went mad. No, they did bandage it, but when they took the bandage off, it was
bandaged.
gnarly. It was.
They bandaged.
Do you know what the Blob was called originally?
It was called The Creature from Beyond Outer Space. No.
The Ooze.
The Ooze. I think you're right.
Close, but no.
No. Go ahead, you know.
The puss bag extraordinaire.
Yeah, I'd say.
Puss bag extraordinaire.
Rocco, you know?
No, I do not.
They were going to call it the Glob.
The
Glob.
The Glob.
That's like
the Glob until they realized from somebody on me, whatever. It was used before.
The Glob was used?
So, yes. So then they switched it during the
Can we show the Glob?
Yeah, what was the Glob?
So
Was
they were
it
going to
silent?
switch it. So during the synopsis of the film, it was being titled The Molten Meteor.
That's
I
terrible.
remember that, yeah.
That's terrible. That's not a good name.
Why not?
Hey,
well, the Glob was whatever.
Did the guy die that had the blob in the can?
What?
Blob
Yeah.
in the can?
Yep.
Did he pass
Yeah,
away?
he fell off a ladder and died.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Now, what happened to the blob in the can?
It's still down there somewhere. I don't know if his widow still owns it or what. He owned the Blob in the
wheels
can.
are spinning.
And he had the house.
He had the
that
miniature, some of the miniatures, yes.
We saw him at a convention.
And he even had some of the guns from the one with the robot, Robbie's robot. They had some guns from that. From that, what was that famous movie? Outer space movie.
2001: Space Odyssey.
No, it was even before that. Even. It's where the Robbie's robot was in it.
Oh, Forbidden Planet.
Forbidden Planet. Yeah, he even had some of those blasters from that. So yeah, you should hook up with him.
You can't
He's
hook
dead.
up with him. He's dead.
Hook up with his wife, it's even better.
You pull out that money clip.
Do a scene.
Yeah.
Pull out the money clip.
Pull out the money clip.
Can of Blob right here.
Yeah.
Somebody like you should own a can of Blob.
I'll
There is
take.
in the basement.
I'll
I
take
got a jar of blob.
I'll take the whole wall. You serious?
The money clip. Money
That guy
clip.
gives you a look like, oh man.
That should be a segment. The money clip.
He had to climb up to get the last ones.
Oh my God. Yeah. Hey.
Which one you want?
You know, he's just
The
standing
whole
back.
wall?
He's just standing back there watching him get
Yeah.
all bust his ass. And
You
he's
can
just
do that
sitting
when you
back
got
there.
the money clip.
Yeah.
You
How
can
much
stand
for
there.
that one over there?
Yeah. And a giant booze bottle, which was here and is gone now.
Yeah,
It's
it's
gone
over
already.
here.
Oh, it's over there. Giant.
It's over
Look at
there.
that thing.
Yeah, it's there.
We'll explain that next week.
We'll explain that next week. Or
I
will
guess.
we?
The arrogant bastard.
Yeah, it's bastard brew. Well, anyways. Hey, thanks for watching Caltiki. The drone is up, so it must be that time again. We should start wearing our pajamas in honor of
You
Big
said that
Chuck.
already, yeah.
I know. Why don't we
Blob,
do that? And then we can say, is that all there is?
There's some people we don't want to see in PJs.
Who are you talking about?
Who?
Nah. Everybody, see you next week, everybody.
Well,
Hasta
I
la
might even
vista.
show back up. I don't know.
Really?
I got this
Probably
thing here.
not.
2 weeks in a row? No.
Yeah.
This thing's underneath my foot here.
What's under your foot?
Not the thing from another world either. It's wires and stuff.
We don't
Good
know.
night, everybody.
Bye.
No means no.